I'm Carrie Brooks.
Hey, David Hickson.
My name is Katie Hansen.
My name's Harold Pitchford.
And this is my 7th year competing at the Augusta Half Ironman.
And this will be my first half Ironman.
It will be my 5th half Ironman.
This will be my first half Ironman.
People want to come into Augusta and compete. And the majority of those people are out of town folks. So a half Ironman is 70.3 miles, and for Augusta it's broken down to a 1.2 mile swim in the Savannah River, a 56-mile bike ride throughout Aiken County, and then it finishes with a 13.1 mile, which is a half marathon run in downtown Augusta. On event day, we start pretty early. 7:30 is the first swim wave. So every 3 to 4 minutes, swim waves they call it. They're divided by age group. They go into the water and they start their race. So starting at 7:30, that'll start. They'll start at the marina on 6th Street, and they'll swim down towards the boathouse. From there, they get their wetsuits taken off and they transition into the bike race, or the bike portion. So they'll do their 56 miles. When they come back to the same transition place, they'll change out of their, cycling gear, and they'll put on their running shoes, and they'll finish in downtown Augusta.
It's home, and it's such a great event, and I feel like as long as I'm able-bodied and able to participate, even if I'm not fast, it's just fun to be out here and be around all this excitement and energy. So there's definitely a sense of teamwork and a camaraderie between the athletes. There's, in Augusta, there's Tri-Augusta, which is our local club, and it has grown. I think we're close to 300 members, active members. And we also there's a 70.3 Facebook page that has many of the Tri-Augusta members, but also people from all over the world that come every year to do this event. And so we have all kept in touch with each other through that, and there's a lot of banter back and forth and a lot of support. But I'm a runner first, and so I do a lot of my running.
Well, some of the things I do for training, 2 or 3 times a week, I'll, of course, ride a bike, swim 2 or 3 times a week, and run 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, normally I've had a training plan. This year I did it a little more loosey-goosey, laid back. I just made sure that I tried to do 2 swims, 2 runs, and 2 bikes every week. And I actually did usually 3 runs and 3 bikes every week, and only about 1 swim a week, but it's worked out good.
I usually work out 2 to 3 times a day in preparation for a meet. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I do probably 3 to 5 miles on treadmill in the morning, and then I do a spin class at 6 a.m. So I'm done by 7, come to work. I usually try to get a bike ride in on Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the levee. It's usually a 10-mile bike ride from here, go down the levee to Finishie Swamp and back. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll do body pump at 5 a.m. and then a swim, 1,200 meter swim in the pool. So you've done by all the workouts and then Tuesday and Thursday we have the river swims. It's at 5:30.
I think I finally have gotten to the point where I can just get by, still have fun with it, but also have time to do the other things I want to do. And so that's kind of where I am now. This year I just want to finish. I really do want to finish, and I wouldn't mind trying to get under 7 hours again. But
I would just like to finish the race.
My goal is to do it in under 8 hours, which is slow by many people's standards.
Actually, it's very simple, and I think it was quoted by Tri-Augusta, one of my friends at Tri-Augusta. A guy named Dathan is basically don't drown, don't fall, finish. I had a problem with my leg, and I had a physical therapist, Allison, and Katie Brooks Hansen was my massage sports masseuse, who diagnosed my piriformis muscle.
We had, new things, I guess, this year, just kind of building on that we're still the largest in the world. I think last year we were largest in North America, so getting that title back was good. I think we built more on community awareness this year. We kind of focused more on that. We hadn't done that in the past so much before. We kind of let the event speak for itself, and so this year from our office we had a more I guess engaging role with the local community about the event and the importance of it.
It was tough. I knew it was going to be tough, and it lived up to that. But I got through it, and I had some amazing people that I ran into along the course on the swim. Unfortunately, I ran into a couple people, and on the bike, didn't actually physically run into them, but I saw a lot of people as they passed me, which means I'm really slow, and I expected that. And on the run is where I was able to see a lot more people, people that were on their first loop when I was on my second, or vice versa. And so got to see a lot of friends that were cheering us on.
My goal was to do the race in under 8 hours. I've never done it in under 8 hours. This was going to be my 5th half Ironman, and I did. I blew it out of the water, so it was a really good day.
I think there was a lot of things that I didn't know that was going to take place because I'd never done one before. So I think it was above anything that I ever thought that it could have been.
Will I compete next year? Of course. It's like my thing. If I don't, year 8 is great, right? Lucky number 8. I will compete as long as I'm healthy and able to. And next year I will definitely train more. So yes, but I can't imagine not participating, because as much as it was painful and as much as I have been a couch potato since, or not anything like the level that I should be, but yes, actually I will compete. And during that race I had some moments of clarity. My friend Julie and I decided we will finally train together for an ultra marathon, which is any race that's over 26 miles. So we're going to do, we haven't decided the race yet, but we decided that on that was one thing that she and I had not both done. And we both want to do an ultra marathon, which is usually running in the woods for a really long time.
I don't know if I'll do Augusta again. I'm sure at some point I will. I'm sure that I will do other half Ironman somewhere. I'm looking into trying to what'll fit into my schedule, and possibly one day do a full Ironman.
Will I compete again next year? Yes, definitely. I'm already setting money aside so that the day the registration opens up in December, I'll be able to register. I was actually going to register for another half Ironman in May, and it sold out the day before I had the money for it. So I'm not going to let that happen. I will register as soon as it opens up this year, because it sells out a little sooner every year. Last year it sold out in February.
So throughout the year, we already kind of do a little bit of planning. Pretty much the month after the last, 2015, we'll go ahead and start planning. So just kind of putting the foundation stuff, and from here, I guess from now on, we start marketing a little bit more heavily.